welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Detroit Lions. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Wentz first play going right to the air.
And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return.
And it will be Falcon football. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready.
At the 40. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
He'll buy some time right. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. It'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Page. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Ritter's pass completes to Pitts. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. With the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Got London on a slant. Ritter and London team up there. First down, Atlanta.
Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
From the 10, first and goal.
Up the middle they go. Page. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line.
And that's on the guard, Cody Ford.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
The touch of time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to second and goal. They'll look to throw again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker.
And the Lions are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
So after the INT, here's Wentz.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Falcons 7, Lions 0.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here first and 10. Little power on the move that time, but still tackled shy of the 20. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. To throw is Wentz. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And right side, they're going to go option here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
At the 44-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Wentz.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's Wentz to throw.
That throw taken in by Jameson Williams.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
5-9. 87. Let's 5-7.
Into the red zone. Wentz. Open man right side is Shark.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
They'll try and run here with Swift. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
They'll try and run the option.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So 1st and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick 6. Quick throw outlined by Wentz. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot and run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Swift. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Wentz going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there.
Short of the goal line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They'll try it now with Swift. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons.
Touchdown, Atlanta.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are. This team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Well, here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
46 down, man, 5-4. We're good, we're good.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Give him 32 on the play.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Now Wentz again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Falcons are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, cross here. 6, 7, 10.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Tackled there by Alex Anzalone.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They certainly thought they had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, it's Page. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 123 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Alex Anzalone. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. Sliding out of the pocket. He finds his man complete. That's Page.
And a good stiff arm and some space to run. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll try to run it in, going option right. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out.
So the penalty on the offense, that'll be declined, and the turnover stands.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
Desmond Ridder
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Falcons would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
Lions, nothing.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
37-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
Flushed it, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
From the 6.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to move those guys out of there.
And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. He's got a man, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Might want to remember that third down play, 37 yards. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Buying time to his left.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long. And this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal. Because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed to it.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 10-yard line.
Strike it. Go deep. Ready?
They'll set up to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted.
It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wentz. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal.
And the Falcons force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football.
He's got a man complete. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Falcons. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
This will be brought out for the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Steps away, and he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Roquan Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Here we go, set.
And so there he goes left side. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Coup for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Falcons 42, Lions 9.
Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectful. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the move to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
These are the situations that really test the defense's sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of 13 yards. And the Falcons first down.
On first down, it's Page. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Brought down at the 1-yard line. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Right back to him on first down. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Grady Jarrett picks up his second sack of the afternoon before they can get the punt away whistles. As we come to the end. Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
On 2nd down now, it's Page. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
158 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you can always get the backups some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you express that, because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to chomp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive, because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 2nd down. It's Page, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
First down, Falcons.
Looking to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Crew able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. On second down now. It's Page, and a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 37. 189 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Page. And some space here. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
Hey, didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, then the
You see, it's 2 type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up